Hey there, it's Kimberly again with Knit for Brains. Thanks so much for joining me. Today, I'm going to show you my work in progress. A couple weeks ago, I was following along and it was National Knit a Sock Week. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it is. When you're in the crochet and knitting world, there's all kinds of national this and national that weeks, kind of almost every week. And it was Knit a Sock Week. And I thought, okay, you know what? Now, I love the name Knit for Brains. I do a lot of knitting. Not as much as I do the crochet because I get bored and it takes a long time, and knitting is it just seems to take longer for me. Now I like the bigger projects. I have no problem doing like really big projects. And I thought I can knit a sock. I can do a sock. That's okay. Well, as I said in my last knit work in progress video, it ended up in a little bit of a catastrophe. One of the needles fell out because I was doing double pointed. My dog ran off one way, my husband went the other, and then it just kind of literally imploded on itself, except that it did the opposite because it exploded and just went away. I thought, that's it. I'm not doing it. But I thought, I'm sure I can crochet a sock. I will bet you any amount of money I can crochet a sock. And lo and behold, friends, I crocheted this sock. And I love it so much. I love it. So this was one skein. I have this little tiny bit left. So if you're thinking about making these, you're going to need probably a couple of skeins. Now I know with knitting, they say it takes less yarn. So maybe you can get 2 socks out of 1 skein of yarn. I'm really not sure. But I can tell you if you're doing this as far as crochet goes, you're going to need to have 2 skeins. Now this is from Knit Picks. This is called Felici. And it just so happened I liked it so much. I have a lot of this yarn. I think I've got 5 skeins of it or something. It's called Sonora Sunset is the color. So the brand is Felici and it's on Knit Picks. And I did check out their website and it is still available if you're interested. This is a fingerling weight. So it is a 1, right? So it is considered a sock yarn because it's nice and thin. It is a 75% merino wash wool. And the important thing is it's 20%, 25% nylon. When you are making a sock, you got to make sure it's got a little bit of give. So you never want to make a sock with 100% wool. Well, I won't make a sock with 100% wool. Maybe somebody else out there does. But when it stretches, it kind of stretches. With the nylon, it's going to stretch and then it's going to go back into place. And you're not going to have the droopy socks on a rooster look, which nobody likes socks on a rooster look. Anyways, this is a self-striping yarn. And I know this because if you watch my video about like what's the difference between variegated and self-striping and color blocking and all that kind of stuff and ombre yarns, this here has its one color and then it transitions to another and another and another. Whereas a variegation is much more of it's more like a rainbow. It kind of goes this. This is a variegated. Notice how very quickly through the strands, you're going to see how it goes yellow to the brown and then into, so it just kind of like is a mottled look, right? This has longer color blocks. So this is going to be your self-striping. It's perfect to use for a sock because as you can see, it gives you this really nice striping look without you having to do anything, okay? This is a series of single crochets. That's it. I love it. Now, the top, this ribbing part up in here, the way that you achieve this, I did a tutorial on this, and this is just what we call a crochet ribbing, and you just go into the back of the crochets of the stitch, and you get this really nice stretchy. I love it, right? Now, I know you might be saying, Kim, I don't like how the striping goes this way, and then it's kind of chunky and it goes into this. I don't like that. Fair enough. I wasn't sure if I was super excited about this color change, but they're bright socks, right? I mean, you gotta love color if you're gonna love these socks. So if you don't like the striping up here, okay, that's fine, whatever. This is just a really basic single crochet all the way through. And once you get going on this, oh my gosh, it was so fast. I finished this sock in 2 nights. I watched TV with the Brit, and so this literally took me 2 nights. You do the ribbing here, and then from the ribbing, you just single crochet it all the way down. Here, you split. So you take some of these off the needles, You continue on with the single crochets all the way down here, and then you just start to decrease until you get to the very end, and then you go back up in here and you just do the single crochets from one end here all the way around to the other, and then you just basically do a decrease. So it's that simple. If you're interested, perhaps you are, I will include the pattern here on the at the end of this tutorial. But I am going to finish this sock. I'm going to do the second one, and I don't know, like, they make me happy. These are my happy socks. I was going to give these to my girlfriend who just moved to Colorado, thinking that, you know, she's going to need some nice warm toesy socks, but it gets cold here in California too sometimes. I'm just saying, I'm going to have to keep these for myself. So this is my work in progress. Da, 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 da. I love it. This is the crocheted sock. So this was my contribution to National Sock Week, but it's crocheted, and I love that I can do that. Thanks so much for watching. This is Kimberly with Knit for Brains. Thank you so much for telling your friends about us and for subscribing. Our numbers are growing and growing and growing. We've almost got 1,000 friends here. I call you friends. You're subscribers, but you're my friends here on this channel. So I hope you're loving the tutorials, the unboxings. I've got a Lions brand shipment coming in. So when that arrives, I'm going to be doing an unboxing for that. We're doing tutorials. I did a tutorial here on the ribbing of the sock here. I did a tutorial on this basket weave stitch. I've done all kinds of tutorials. I'm going to keep doing more of those, more book reviews, more unboxings. Please, all you got to do is tell your friends. Say, hey, check out this channel. This chick's kind of funny. She's kind of corny, but, you know, I like what she's doing. Or maybe she's just corny and kind of fun. I don't care. Just join us, right? Make sure you hit that notification button so that you get all the notifications on all the videos that I'm doing. And we'll be coming back real soon. And as always, this is Kimberly with Knit for Brains, and I'll see you soon.